QueenBuzz, and today is Behind the Buzz with DJ Nicky Sibilia. Behind the Buzz is the unedited, the raw, the real nature of what's going on, and as we all know in the music industry, it is not as what it's perked up to be. So it's time to get vulnerable, it's time to get behind the scenes with DJ Nicky Sibilia. How does somebody wake up and say, I'm gonna DJ, and more so, what is DJ? Because it's a totally different world today.
I actually had a dream. I really did, I'm not kidding. Had a dream, I was 13. I had no clue what a DJ was. But I heard some kid talking about it at school, so I guess I had the dream that night. I pictured what I thought a DJ was. So I woke up that morning, it was around my birthday. My dad said, what do you want for your birthday? I said, I want to be a DJ. I said, what is that? I don't know, I want turntables. So he got me turntables and a mixer. And that was it. There was nobody to teach me. I mean, you're talking, I'm doing this over 20 years. So it wasn't like it is now. There was no YouTube. There was no every DJ on every corner that everybody knew somebody. It wasn't like that. I didn't even know a DJ. Just heard some kid talk about it, but didn't know anybody. So I just taught myself. Yeah, I started on records. Most DJs, we used records back then, turntables, which was a lot harder. They didn't mix for you. You had to learn actually how to beat match. Without actually learning what beat matching, I learned from listening KTU, the DJs on the radio. I would listen to their mixes, and I used to wonder how they were matching it. And then once I learned how to match them, I taught myself by using two of the same record, because I figured if I knew how the song was supposed to sound, I could match them. So I used two of the same record, matched them up. But then my mixes weren't as smooth as theirs. So I'm like, well, what are they doing different? And then I started realizing about counts, 8 counts and 16 counts. And that you have to mix on count so that when one song's going out, the vocal's coming in or the drop is coming in. Again.
Well, you're sitting here all calm and collective, and you obviously have yourself.
Well, should I be nervous? You're supposed to make me nervous?
No. You have everything planned out. It seems like everything's pretty solidified. But we speak of amateurs, and I don't like how that word has been turned into like such a negative way.
Like a hater way?
Yeah, because I believe that you're starting off in the industry, that's your title. You can't just jump to being a professional. So, behind the buzz, we really get in and want to know behind the scenes.
Okay.
So, let's talk about your first time as a DJ.
First time. Well, first of all, I mixed in my basement for years before I even, I started at 13.
Neon lights.
I'm like, when it comes to equipment, I'm a tech head.
Okay.
I'm not Mr. Computer, a new app here, not to mention the word app. When it comes to equipment, I do sound light, I do all that stuff, so I'm really into that. I probably mixed down there for 4 years before I even did my first, party.
Okay.
Which I wasn't really nervous at. I mean, it was like a school dance. I was 16. My mom drove me in her Cadillac to the event with my equipment in the back. So, like I said, that was it. The first club I did, I was 17. And yeah, that was, I was good. I was a good mixer. I could mix. I had all my music. I had everything, all my records in order, but we used to put them in order of beats per minute. Yep, got to the club, got in that booth, could not match a beat. I'm like, what is wrong here? What is going on?
Was it their setup, or was it?
It was that, in a club, back then they didn't use monitors. You used to have to be able to train your ear to hear the delays. I didn't know how to do it yet, and I'm talking, it was horrendous. It was a team night. The kids sat on the dance floor. They sat down.
No.
I'm surprised I even kept doing this after that.
You were 17?
I was 17.
Okay.
I was like, this is horrendous. It was bad. That was, I think that's why today I play for the crowd. I don't, because my worst fear is having an empty dance floor, or God forbid, them sitting on that dance floor. That's just a sight you just...
Well, if anyone's sitting on the dance floor today, it's because they're doing business. How do you continue just doing the same thing over and over again? You're up until wee hours in the night. I mean, because you have a very different job than a 9-to-5 regular person. You have the 9-to-5 job on top of your late night job, which is entertaining the crazy people that love to dance and love music. So how do you balance out your real life with, and I'm gonna say like a local celebrity life, because people are paying to see you.
Right. You know what? I'm fortunate to have a lot of energy. I got a high motor. I mean, I don't need much downtime. 4 hours, I'm good to go. So I live a pretty active lifestyle. So I think that helps. I mean, if I was, you know, if my motor was slowing down, I think it would be hard because we do a lot of stuff during the day. I mean, between studio stuff, dealing with the behind the scenes with the clubs, and then of course, you know, people don't realize how much work goes into showtime.
Right.
That 3-4 hour night, they don't realize how much work all week long goes into that. They just think that people magically appear and we just get to play music to all these people. It doesn't work that way. There's a lot of work to get them people to come out, to make the club run correctly, and different things. So it's a lot of work. But right now, I mean, I'm not tired yet. I got a little bit of a stiff neck from sleep last night, but I'm pretty good.
What's the motivation? Like, what drives you to just wake up in the morning and say, all right, here we go all over again?
The people. I love just playing the music for them. I'm in the studio making the tracks because I love to see the reactions to something that they may know, but that's different. That 3-4 hour stint that we do. That's why I tell everybody we may work 70 hours a week for 6 to 8 hours. That's where the reward is. Those couple nights we're DJing a week and playing for the people. That's what all the work goes into.
So now that we've drawn in, and let's say for instance somebody has never had the opportunity to hear your stuff or whatnot, like where are we, speaking of these residencies, like where, and that means where he's playing, where are you playing? Obviously right now, the summer is coming to an end. Where can people go out and be like, oh hey,
Harrah's and AC, every Friday we do pool.
that continues on to...
Yeah, we signed on for a portion of the fall.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. It's
So you're bringing the Hoboken back in the fall?
yeah, we'll be doing some stuff back in Hoboken.
So you have...
Harrah's in the fall, and then we start Icon, which is the old deco in St.
Right, this is today's show. I'm Dina, and this is...
DJ Nicky Sibilia.
Really?
Oh.
Go ahead.
This is DJ Nicky Sibilia, and you've just been buzzed.